And I think we're live. Welcome to Redbeard Show on Pot TV. There's Vagabond. He's in the house. We're having a fun time. It's Vagabond's last week in the shop here, so we're going to have a good time today. We're making a dragon. We're making a dragon to puff the magic with. Oh yeah. The magic, the cannabis, the cannabosum. So I hope you all are doing well today. Oh jeez. What's new and exciting with you? We got some nice fresh kush nugs here. Crop turned out real nice. I hope the camera can pick up that crystal on this one. Woo-wee! Sticky, sticky, strong stuff. Let me check the chat. Chat, tell me if we're working. Are we working? Hey ho! Ha! It looks like we're working. Okay, well let's give you a little preview of what we're up to. Vagabond's over there working on the head of the dragon, and I've been working on the wings. So remember, I can't draw, so let me show you the sketch we came up with.
No, I cannot draw a stick with you.
Neither can he. So that's pretty funny. But anyway, we're looking at some lace wings here, and basically a serpentine dragon, kind of a Chinese traditional dragon look. We're gonna have the one arm holding out the nail, which the dome and the joint which holds the nail and the dome. That's that, and then I'm gonna fix that to a downspout, kind of like a direct inject or like a fixed weld there. I guess I call it a triple seal. That's another word for it. So that's my janky downstem in there, and then a couple feet in the back, and maybe both hands are holding the bowl. We haven't quite come up with that yet. And hey, there's your janky sketch there, Vagabond.
Don't show that.
It looks like Pluto or Goofy with teeth. I gotta show it, man.
Oh, I can't draw.
Vagabond can't draw either. Anyway, that don't matter. We sure can blow glass though, and we're killing it. We're on it. So hey, here's the wing I've got done. I think it's cool to the touch now. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. This is my first lace work ever. My first wing. This is called lace work, when you just kind of take the solid rod for a ride. That's the first time I've ever done that. I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it turned out perfect. I just tried it for my first time, but we're not going to show that.
I was going to say that.
Let's curse him just a little bit.
Let's turn on the bright beard light. Gets the beard more red. And anyway, so you know, I should have had a 10 then. It didn't go far. We had a chuckle. So I've just started making the second wing. So what I did was, this is how I started. And I basically just started over here, and I laid some rod out, fixed it off, and then a second one. And then I kind of held this one up to the first one, and just kind of getting it similar. I'm not going for exact, but exact similar. This one I could droop down a little here. I got a little extra glass. Yeah, this wing's quite a bit bigger, so I think I'll adjust that.
Oh, looks good though.
They look pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it does.
Not bad. Not bad for a farmer. So,
show you where I'm at on the head.
let's check the head. Yeah, I was going to move the camera over, but let's bring the glass to the camera. Oh, dude. Sick. So he hasn't done the bottom jaw yet. Well, he's got it on there, but we're going to carve that up. Look at these teeth, man.
But I still got to adjust
And the
those
snout.
teeth, but I'll wait till I get the bottom teeth on.
Yeah, he'll sharpen those up after the bottom ones are on. It's kind of the last thing you do is tighten them up, fine point them. You got that? Awesome, that looks killer, brother.
And I think I'll still split the tongue too. So he's
Oh yeah, forked tongue. Why not? I was just about to roll a joint when I looked over at the clock and I saw it was 3:58, time for the show to start. So I might as well just roll it up right here and now. This is my friend Seamus brought me some sativa too. Not super fancy for the cam. Like, this bag looks like a little leafy trim job, but oh boy, it's real nice. I don't have the strain names for these, but I know an old school glass blower on the island kind of hooked them up. So cool. Nice. Anyway, look at all this. I got like 6 different sample bags to try here. stoked. First I'll have the Kush. What are you guys smoking? I hope you're vaporizing or ingesting. Someone eating brownies there? Just gonna roll a quick one up. So anyway, I met this real nice fella Adam out in Champs Expo there, the Treating Yourself Cup in Toronto. And this fella Adam came to me with this idea here. He actually came to me before the Champs Expo, but I saw him there. And so hopefully this piece makes it into Adam's hands. Hopefully. Knock on some wood. You never know what happens here in the shop. Live on Pot TV to boot. We might just end up dropping the thing. Yeah, better check the chat. Well, sound is a little low. I can adjust that. I know how to do that. Watch this. I've got the magic button.
How's the sound?
How's the sound now? I bet you it's a little louder. These magic computer boxes are fucking awesome, eh?
Like this morning, I saw your bus in the driveway.
Oh, yeah! The bus is in the laneway. Well, there's 3 buses in the laneway, but my favorite bus is in the laneway. The 60 Merc. Gonna be bringing it up to the Great Canadian Glass Gathering at the end of the month. I hope to see some of you there. It's gonna be a fun event. To be honest, I got my fingers crossed that not too many people show up too. I don't want it to get out of control, crazy busy, you know. It's a nice, tight family event. I encourage everyone willing to make the long trek up there to be prepared for some rustic camping. We provide a few comforts of home, like a drop pit outhouse toilet. You know, simple comforts of home. But there is running water and there is shade, tent sites, and about 40 glass blowing stations. We'll be broadcasting live all weekend. That's coming up fast, man. Not next weekend, but the one after, the American Long, July 4th.
Hey, what about food? Is there breakfast, lunch, and dinner available? Or?
Yes, there is, indeed. We got the Naked Baby Cafe on site again. Hey. And that's my bro, Seamus, Chef Seamus, and his lovely family. He's also my attorney. He's not just a chef, he's multi-talented. And yeah, so there's going to be really good food, reasonable rates, and yeah, I'm told there will be bacon. Yeah. Not just any bacon though, I believe it's some free-range Pemberton pork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we try to buy all our foods seriously local. We got some chickens from just a mile up the road. Anyway, gosh, 4:09. I'm early. Couldn't help myself. So I'm going to lace up the second wing here in a few minutes. Why don't we put the camera on Vagabond? And is that alright, Vagabond?
Sure.
Watch you do up those teeth on that. Since you're the star of the show today, brother. Vagabond Glass. Artist of the Week. I encourage you all to go buy some of his stuff, man. Order some stuff. The guy's going on the road. He needs the money.
And the sound.
Sunnier climes. Okay, I'll go check that camera angle. I'll go a little lower. You got your beautiful face in there, bud.
So this is Jawbone by Tag Glass, man. Great color for teeth, fingernails, horns. Kind of an ivory color.
There you go. Ooh. Dang, you look good, brother.
Hey,
you're on Pot TV.
Hey.
Have you ever made a dragon before, bro?
No, you know, I've always wanted to make a dragon. I never have. I think it's kind of always gone hand in hand with glass blowing.
Yeah, that and chess pieces, right?
Yep. Yep. Still want to make a chess set someday.
There's a guy in chat that says it's so cool that all you glass blowers get along instead of trying to beat each other up. Yeah, for the most part, you know, I can't think of a single glass blower that I hate. That's for sure. You know, everyone's pretty groovy. There's a couple people that don't always get along, but whatever. To each their own. I remember way back when we began, it wasn't quite the same. There was a lot of secrecy, a lot of, you know, what do I want to say, animosity a little bit. You know, I remember visiting guys and they immediately shut off the torch.
You know, a lot of people do that still. I see that, yeah.
Well, I'm just reading all the good medicine that people got.
We're smoking on.
Big Kush, ATM at the moment. Some Harmony, some Purple Kush, Train Wreck.
Now split the tongue.
Fork tongue here.
I might get the shakes a little. Come hold my arm steady, buddy.
Yeah. You weren't feeling well just yesterday either, so.
No, but
glad to see you made it today. I was worried.
yeah, I got a little cold, but I'm alright. So, when you're doing something like that, if you saw, kind of something I learned from photography, that you tuck your arms in and hold them tight, just like shooting a gun. So when I went for that, I held my arm as tight as I could here, keep my hand from shaking, tucking my elbow into my ribs.
That definitely looks like a lizard dragon head, man. That's awesome.
Getting there. So now he's got the little forked tongue. I think he needs some spikes up here, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Right down the center.
Big one there, and then we'll probably just
that, or maybe just maybe a 1, 2, 3 real quick on the snout.
Big, small, smaller.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to garage that first?
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah.
Probably smart.
That's what's nice about having a shop mate.
Yeah.
Remind you to put that shit in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used Frit on the outside to make the color of the red dragon. Shall we put that back over on this side? Oh, right. Let's see if we got the angle good. Oh, we did it. Put the camera up a bit. I'm a tall, crazy guy. That's got to be good enough. Oh yeah. So let me get started on this wing and let's see what we can do here.
I'm interested to watch this one too. So
yeah, sure.
I missed the last one over here, so.
You want to double check the camera in the chat there?
Sure.
And make sure that I'm not pointed at my nipple?
We will do.
Alright, so I just set this one down in front of me. This is the laced wing that I did. Kind of going for a bat wing effect up here. This is the front of the wing. Kind of like, I was thinking of even putting a couple claws up here. Anyway, I'm just going to set that in. Oh, I got a new tool I wanted to show. Maybe you can see it on cam. It's a V-neck brass. A V-brass neck marber. Well, I don't know what the fuck you call it.
Sure.
It's one of these. And you roll your glass in there, and it necks it down. Works like a charm. So stoked. Oh yeah. So there was one. What was too big here? I'm just gonna hold it up. I gotta point that out still. It was. This is all too big. Let's hold it up and take a look. I gotta point that. That's all very close. Yeah, it's that one. You know, it's pretty.
It's pretty good, man.
It's pretty fucking close. You know,
pretty good.
I know my left foot's bigger than my right foot. I hear girls got left titties bigger than their right titties all the time. So this dragon's just a little lopsided as well. I'll adjust slightly. But in other words, it's close. We're not going to worry too much about it. So what I did I mention I've never done one of these before? But what I figured was the best way of doing it would be to make the frame first and then fill it all in. So that's pretty much what I did.
Someone commented winging it.
Winging it.
Pretty clever.
The story of my life.
Pretty clever on the wing.
When I went to university and high school and all of those years, I winged it the whole fucking time. Every test, every assignment, everything in life, I've always winged it. That's just the way it is. So I wonder if I should have done that. I just wrecked my frame. But we're going to bring it down. This one here is a little long. Where's my jar? Where's my jar? It's nice to have a jar, usually with water in it. You can dip your glass and crack it off. Got to even the glass out now. So when you have thick glass going to thin glass, all I'm going to do is heat the thick part of the glass and use gravity to let the glass flow down, like so. It's a slower process, but it gets it there. Now I'm going to combine with this. I'm just going to take that, grab it with my little punty, and we're going to pull it up to that point. Alright. Now I'm not looking at, I'll show you in a sec, I'm not looking at this part yet, because that's the next thing I'll do. And maybe I'll, yeah, he knows the tool I like. Rick's got a really unique bowl push here he's just kind of made over the years, and it's awesome. I like boring with it. Man, I'm going to have to make one before you leave. So Rick, tell us a little about your glass. How long have you been doing it? Where do we find your work? And over the next little while, if we still want work off you, can you send us glass from Mexico?
I think we're going to try and get glass to Puff out of Vancouver. And they supply most of the head shops.
There you go.
So I think that's what I'm going to shoot for. If it doesn't work out, we'll at least definitely be doing pendants, shot glasses, and non-paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Been blowing glass since '98, all over the place.
98?
98, off and on, but
you're a dinosaur like me, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. But pretty soon here we're heading down to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. To be down there, I'll be at the farmers markets, selling shot glasses and turtles. Other than that, yeah, here in Canada, get all the puff.
Oh man, that's a little closer.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I'm just going to fill in the gaps with the lace work, and I'll use some 4mm rod for that. So you got an Instagram and a Facebook account?
Facebook, Vagabond Glass, Instagram,
Vagabond.
Vagabond Glass. Shoot me an email, Vagabond Glass and Hotmail.
Make sure I don't poke you in the fish.
Yeah.
Gotta point this one out yet.
For all you beginners out there, if you use this kind of mill, just do it real soft. Let the heat do the work. Don't push it.
Yeah.
We've all had those 4mm go straight through our thumbs. I'm snapping them.
Yeah, mushroom pushes is where I've stabbed myself the most. There we go. I just even out this part here before I lace it up. I did find after I made this whole wing here, my first ever, I did actually was able to adjust the shape of it, the lace and all, minutely. You don't want to like adjust it too much, but I really admired some glass artists. Like take a look at Robert Mickelson's work. He's got some crazy lace work, like full-size human.
Yeah.
A perfect sphere ball, all laced together. It's just insane. Alright, so I'm going to turn my flame way down. There's a lot of pausing for this. I'm going to stick it, I'm going to heat up the rod slightly to the right of the stick, and I'm just going to wait a sec, and then I'm going to droop it, and there's a lot of twisting in your hand, left and right. With the rod, you're twisting the rod. So let's start up top here, and we'll just do a little quick one first. Pause for a sec, stick it there.
gotta say, man, the first glassblower I ever saw was at Disneyland when I was a kid. And he did clear figurines and lace work and all clear work. And I remember going to Disneyland just sitting there and wanting to watch the guys instead of go on the rides.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we saw Art Vargas do this at the Cush Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And what did he put together? A boat?
Pirate ship.
Pirate ship, man. He fucking nailed it.
Done.
Fast.
Pirate ship. This big.
Yeah.
He's been blowing glass for, I think, over 50 years, that guy. Daniel Vargas out of Maple Ridge. Art Paint Vargas.
Yeah. So this part's pretty straightforward. I'm just adding little bits of 4mm rod, filling in the gaps. You want to get your what do you call it, welds pretty smooth pretty quick. You can leave like 3 or 4 and then go heat those, but you don't want to leave too many or you'll get into cracking issues. So here I think I'll start doing more than just a couple. Go over to here, heat up the rod. So I'm just going to go over and just filling it up slowly over to here. And now I think I'll just go up and down this one vein of the wig. There. You could hold the camera if you want. Do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, that might be pretty rad actually. Coming in.
Gotta get in there with my, couple of these are really close. So we'll spread that out now. I just went like whoop, 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 whoop. A little more of that. I think I'll start up here. Close that off. Well, I probably should follow my own advice now and work these welds in a little bit before I go too far. And we'll just keep that hole open with my brass reamer here. So this is going to be a pretty big dragon. We're looking at, oh, maybe as big as my kiln will hold. Over a foot tall anyway, roughly. So just going along, working the places where I attach the glass and a weld to the other glass. Don't want it to crack later. Heat one side then the other. Make sure it's smooth. Oh, I just lost that one, I think. No big deal. Oops. And here's the nice thing about glass. So I can just take that. I'm just going to remove it completely. Can do it again. I'll just even that out a sec.
Gotta say, man, you're still making it look easy for first time trying this.
Yeah.
As we're 16 years of experience, I'll try this out.
Yeah, why not? I had they showed me how in the book. I remember reading the book, Homer Hoyt's book. Remember that book?
Homer Hoyt.
Introduction to Lamp Working, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah.
Pretty fun. You're basically just taking the rod for a ride. Oh, I think I'll go over here. Oh, now I think I'll go over here. You gotta watch your back plane. End it. Fill that in right there. just lost that one. I could use my tungsten to drill that open again. Let's see. I kind of like that pattern it made. It's like right there, it looks like a pentagon.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's keep going. These wings take a little while. Well, I fucked up, I can see it. That's gonna come apart, but luckily it's just a dab of glass away from being fixed. That's pretty cool, eh? Just let it flow. Go this way now. Oh, I got good news for you viewers. I have ordered a goddamn high definition camera. It will be here soon. It's a GoPro, and I think I figured out how to use it for the live cast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Did some Googling, some researching. Hopefully it works. We're going to give it a shot. I had a few comments of people hoping I get a high-def camera someday. So when you're blowing glass, often you gotta think, should I keep this whole piece warm or do I let half of it get cold? And I'm in the case now where half of it's cold, so I will not let the heat touch that part anymore. I'll just stay away from it with my flame so it doesn't crack. Alright, so that's the top section. Now I've got to work in those welds. Make sure nothing's going to crack. I do have a Smith mini torch, and that is a great torch to use for this. But so is this GTT.
Yeah, GTT is pretty pinpoint there.
Yeah, it's pretty great, eh? Can't remember where I gotta do still. There.
I'll move the cam and get back to work.
Yeah, get to work, man. I will finish up this lace work. You're gonna work on the head and the neck?
Yeah, I'll continue to work on some horns.
Cool. Yeah, that looks great. So, that's where we're at so far. It's got a different size holes, different size gaps. It's going pretty good.
There you go.
Hey, there I am. So,
are you gonna do the bus stop coming up here?
well, I'm saying yes, but there's a slight chance of me not showing up, so be warned. I'll be there. I'm so busy, right? I just got so much going on. But I gotta be there. I've been there every year for several years. Of course, we're talking about Cannabis Day on Canada Day in Vancouver. at the art gallery. I just don't know how much glass I'll actually have. I never have glass in stock. Got this great big long wait list. So I just thought maybe I wouldn't have much glass there. I don't know what to do.
Just promote the gathering and...
Yeah, well, if anything, I might be up at the gathering, building benches and the stage and getting the site ready. And that's kind of where my priority is right now. We got 3 live bands. Did I mention that? Got a Grateful Dead cover band called Walk On Dead. We got a 5-piece bluegrass band, the Courageous Mountain Rangers.
Nice.
Yeah. And we got the Tall Brothers.
Yeah.
Who've been right here on the Redbeard Show before. Bill Small and his brother Tom. So, and they of course do 30s reefer jazz music.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, really like all of these guys. I am so stoked. The music's gonna be great. And if you want more information, you should go to gcgg.ca. There's not a lot of information there, but there's a little bit. And just contact me if you need to know anything. We will announce what time our live cast will happen. Probably about 4 o'clock every day, I would think. That seems to be an appropriate time. Starting on Saturday and a Sunday, of course. If we can get Jeremiah up there, maybe he'll want to do his show from the gathering on Friday. Maybe he'll be up there that quick.
Bad idea at all.
Yeah.
Give him the stage.
Yeah, well, we've got the stage, yeah. So, and the band won't be on till, well, one band's on 9 till 2 Friday night. Anyway, I'll talk to Jerry about that. I'm not sure when or even if or what he's doing, if he's coming. I hope so. You know, this is pretty fun, lacing. I'm gonna have to try and make that fucking pirate shit yet, man.
This is pretty fun making a dragon head.
Yeah.
Sometimes on glass you get stale, you get in a rut. Sometimes just gets you back into it and you wake up in the morning and want to go around down to the torch.
Exactly. Yeah, you need that sometimes. Gonna work in my welds here. Vagabond, are you going to manage some spinning eyes on that, or are we just going with fixed eyes on this dragon?
I'm going to go fixed for this one, but I make a second head here with spinning eyeballs.
Yeah, it's always nice to make extra components. I do that a lot with some of my work, especially wine glasses, for example. Pick the best ones, go with that, match them up.
Especially when it's something new, you start simple and then try again something a little more extreme.
Yeah, you mentioned you've never done 2 spinning eyes on one piece.
No, I have not.
Let's see it. So we're getting there. And no real problems, no issues. Just takes a little bit of time. I bet you we blew right past 420. I hope you all had a good medicating break. We did so. That's right. Hey, I got one right here. Check the old chat here. Yeah, make sure we're still not. Are we pointing at my right nipple now?
Anyone got any questions for Redbeard, man? Shoot them out now. I'll chat. I'll read them out.
Fun.
Someone says it's about time to do 2 spinning eyeballs. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, get to work, eh? It's good to challenge them. You just talked about not getting stale there, Vagabond.
That's true. Oh man, that is looking great.
It's pretty cool, eh? Yeah, you do that. You just slowly take the fucking rod for a ride. Just gotta pause a lot so you don't get too thin.
Cadillac in there?
Yeah, if you want, I'm almost done.
Take another look here.
Oh, that one's still soft. Oh. Now we work it in. While smoking big chonger. Nice. Okay. Now I just got to make sure all these are clean welds so it doesn't crack later on. And what I'm doing is making sure they're smooth. We're looking for acute angles. An acute angle is anything less than 90, right?
Always the same as anything less than 90. Just gives that pinch. Gives a little air gap maybe, can even trap a little air bubble in that pinch, and that'll give you pretty much guaranteed little crack.
Well, oh, there's some I gotta work on. Oh, crickety crack. But when it's this small stuff, it cracks and then we heal it right away. That's the cool thing. I had this happen on the last wing. It popped a little bit, but then it fixed itself right away as long as I kept it in the flame. So, I haven't talked about the artist or the head shop of the week.
Oh yeah, who you got?
I got Higher Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just emailed me today. He's on board with sponsoring the glass gathering.
Yeah.
So Seamus Grundy in Higher Society. Congratulations, you guys rock, and you're now the head shop of the week. Doing good work. You should have seen their booth in Toronto. Oh yeah, sharp, dude. They got some really nice pieces.
Still really sad I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, you should have been there.
Next year.
Yeah, get your visa. Alright, so, what else? So I don't have too much information on their address, their phone number. I want you to just look them up. Higher Society. Instagram, Facebook, They got some sick glass selection. I do believe they're located out of Ontario. I could be mistaken on that. I have seen them at the Ontario events though. Seamus is a super nice guy. Seamus Grundy. Owner, manager, working that biz. Thank you for supporting our event and our local glass economy, community. All right, we're just about there. So I didn't follow my advice that I gave y'all earlier. I got a little ahead of myself, and now I have to look for any ones that I missed. Look for any acutes. It looks good. Alright. So now we've got 2 wings that are gonna go on the back of this dragon. Like that. Set these in the kill. Holy smokes. Vagabond's starting to get looked at.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, some glass blowers don't like to be watched while they blow glass at all. Good thing you're not so shy.
Well, I've got some liquid courage over there.
That's right. But you're too damn good looking to be shy. I'm trying to get a good angle. Let's see how we got there. Oh yeah. Sitting in front of our nuclear handling device. Oh, someone in the chat had some poor cloning success. Man, I've had that happen to me before, I tell ya. Nice. Dude. I think still 2 big horns up here, but maybe you have to do that after because they're a little close to your connection.
After the welds?
Yeah, right in behind the eyes, or
big old
head on. Oh,
big old suckers, eh?
Come on.
Alright.
Show it one more time. Holy.
And he does have the dragon slit eyes, kind of like cat eyes.
First time you did that too?
Yeah, I don't do those. Yeah, I usually just do a nice circle. But it worked out.
It's good.
Worked out. What do you think? Horns that come kind of forward and then back and up?
Ooh, sure. You might want to make them ahead of time if they're going to be any bigger than your usual.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Nice little connection.
Yeah, just do a nice little, make your taper.
Yeah.
And then here, make your taper. And then take that nicely tapered horn and then give it a gentle curve where you want it.
Nice.
Cool, very slowly. And then put it on the piece.
Yeah, no,
I recommend that. If it's any bigger than 1 inch long or 1/2 inch, it's way hard to form that shape perfectly on the piece. So I believe we get that tip from, is that Banjo that came up for a course and taught a bunch of my friends that trick? I didn't go to that one.
Banjo, eh?
I think that's who it was. Yushin? I'm thinking of these 2 artists, Banjo and Yushin, for their fine horn work, that fine taper.
Banjo's the guy doing like Optimus Prime and trucks, classic trucks. And he's been around forever.
Yeah. Well, music's done. Let me pick out some more music for us. Oh yeah.
let gravity do the work.
There you go.
Gravity.
That's what we're talking about. Reading that heat base.
Gravity.
Nice little curve. Hold it there. Oh yeah, those are like tusks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think.
What do you think?
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Sure. Or you leave that to hold on to if you want to, but yeah, we can always trim it up.
Not a bad idea. Better leave it on the white, take off the clear so I can attach there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, clear make a difference.
Right, I gotta start thinking about the body of this dragon now, which we really haven't thought too much about. Oh, right, I was gonna put a wigwag ball in the chest of it.
Holy works.
Yeah, so I got that too. Let me put that in the film. Decent sized ball it'll be too, because we'll droop it out lengthwise.
I thought folks said you must be I say you got to do this tomorrow.
Vagabond's killing it.
Some folks said you must be a Cadillac.
Vagabond is using the small size Sprit for this, for the coloring. It's not quite powder, it's about the size of sand grains.
That's it.
We do have some chunkier stuff in the shop as well, which works outside for some things.
The color of red I'm using is glass hopping, dragon's blood. Go figure. Dragon's blood for the dragon.
Sabbath band in chat is headed out to BC. Get your ass out here, son! Come smoke some weed with me. You know, when I moved out west, I moved out because the grass is greener out here. And it's still true. Alright, so alright if I move the camera back over here and start thinking about the body of this thing? We'll do some frit rolling. We'll get some tubing colored up. I'll show you how we do that. And then we'll shape the body of the dragon. It's a pretty basic shape. He's like a snake that just swallowed a mouse, is what I was thinking. Kind of a long, his neck comes down, a little bulge so we can put the legs and I can put the downspout, and then a skinnier tail that's going to come up. The other thing we were joking around too is dragons being the mythical creatures they are, nobody's ever fucking seen one. So who's saying our fucking dragon ain't precise, eh?
That's right.
Maybe dragons had lopsided wings and one horn that goes this way and one that goes, you know? Yeah, well, but we'll try to make it like the Google image that it should be. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm going to roll some tubing in a frit, and we're going to make this body shape, and then I'm going to have to roll another joint. It's going to be that time. So I've got here some 32 millimeter, it's 4 millimeters thick, it's clear tubing, and this is pulling a point. I pull points. Other glass blowers like Vagabond does the weld a blowpipe on their trick, the 12 mil blowpipe. Which is better? I don't know. Which is faster? I don't know that either.
Maybe just what you're comfortable with.
I think actually I do know. I will venture a guess to say that the points is a slightly faster, but blowpipe welding is less wasteful. Makes sense. At the end of the month, I got a stack of fucking pulled points in front of me and a big pile of garbage. We got a barrel of it out there somewhere. And when are we gonna do that project now, motherfucker?
Oh man.
We were gonna melt down a barrel of used glass in a massive fire, maybe with oxygen added.
See if we can make maybe a garden stepping stone.
Yeah, a big slab.
Or a tabletop.
Just for fun.
Hey, maybe that's the table for your bus.
Yeah, there we go. I am gonna make glass knobs.
Yeah.
Alright, can I borrow that quick tray? You want me to put the lid on the end like you do?
Just the cap will do.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Thanks. Alright.
Cool. How's your hydration situation?
Yeah, my hydration situation is getting desperation. I'm losing my drinking buddy.
Hey. Yeah, come see me in Mexico.
I will. You'll be on the beach, you bastard.
Live on Pop TV from Puerto Vallarta.
I like the sounds of that. In fact, it's always been a dream of mine to blow glass with the bare feet, with my feet just, you know how you get your feet buried like ankle deep in the sand, maybe even with the water lapping up on you.
Swell beach bar, Andreas. Please let us blow glass in your beach bar.
What? Imagine that could be arranged, especially if we do live broadcasts from there.
Oh yeah.
Starting to look at the festival circuit and see what festivals I could go to and blow glass and live cast from. I've got one in mind. It's not confirmed, but I might try to get up to Arts Wells, BC. It's a small, tiny fucking town outside Quesnel, BC. Way up there in the woods. Pretty cool festival. Real small-timey acts, real great. I hear the people are tremendous and the town is fantastic. But I'm going to try and check out some other venues as well. Bring my webcam, get a good internet connection. The old Redbeard's going to have to get a smartphone, I realized, eh?
Oh.
Yeah, when we were in Toronto, we used the cell phone to get a hotspot to live cast from.
Oh wow.
I have no idea what that means. But I'm
Sounded
going to
good.
find out.
Yeah. Sounded good.
It worked.
And what, through an iPad or a
It was a little tablet we were using.
tablet?
But I think that I would try to use a good camera, like a good one. So now I'm just rolling the Frit in that tray. My V marker's in the way a little bit. Gonna have to slide that just north of that. Tilt that a little up. So I think we'll do 3 coats at least. And you can see now it's just coated like rolling it hot glass in sand.
And you want to kind of melt that first layer down. If you get it chunky and going for the second, you get a little air bubble.
Exactly. We try to avoid air bubbles. There's certain situations where we want air bubbles or try for them. Air traps, those are called. Otherwise, 90% of the time, no air bubbles. Well, we're old school like that. I know some of the new stuff you see out here. Oh, thanks, man. I'm also watching my beard. We're getting close.
There's always beer cans in the way of the quick tray. Always.
Yeah.
Check the chat here.
Check the chat, see if we're still going. We might just be talking to ourselves, Vagabond. That's happened before. Oh shit.
We're here.
Hey! We're still going. It always amazes me, this technology, I tell ya. It really does. I'm not that old. I took computers in high school and stuff. I'm turning 40.
Let me ask you. Did you play the Oregon Trail game?
Oh,
where
that
you
sounds
put the little
familiar.
covered wagon and you get out and you have to shoot for food?
I don't
gotta buy food.
I can say I didn't play it a lot.
I think it was the first video game in high school.
You know one of the first ones I played? Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh no.
Yeah, Radio Shack days, right? TRS-80 and the little tiny... What's the other ones we had?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, there was an adventure one that we played. Real basic. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I think this might be the last coat. I'm just keeping it on there too, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Especially with a color like red, it's a striking color.
That's what it looks like before I heat it up. That's a nice texture too. It'd be cool if you could just leave it like that.
Oh yeah.
Sandpaper, really. Alright, so do I need to keep any tail or neck on this piece, or am I just doing body? I think I'm going to put the tail. Wow. We wanted a solid tail, didn't we?
For this head it needs a neck, but if I make another one, I'll add the neck on.
Okay, well good, because see that part I got hot right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that there for the neck.
Okay.
And I'm just going to work over here at this.
Little chubby body and a little stretchy neck.
Yeah. Little tubby body and a little stretchy neck. And the
Those are the scientific terms, by the way.
Well, I thought we were talking about you, man. You can't see the stretchy neck because of the beard. Oh, remember we're putting that window in, the wigwag window.
Oh.
So, that's gonna be tricky. So, we did lose sight of that, but I think we'll still go for that. So I'm just blowing out a bit of a bulgy body. The tail's gonna come off that seamlessly. This is the neck. And that's pretty much what I want right there, just like an A. I want it big enough to hold some water. I'm going to drop a downspout in here, see?
Someone's talking about the old comical bomb. We started a video game debate here.
Oh, good. Well, we are on the bloody computer. Yeah, my kids play far too many fucking video games, and I'm a little jaded. I want them to be outside shoveling manure, goddammit. Why won't they do that? Jeez. Am I just out of touch or what? That's what my kids said to me once. Yeah. You're out of touch, Dad.
Oh.
Anyway. I'm actually a really cool dad. I think I am. My kids don't, but they'll clue in eventually. It's true. It's true. Alright, so I'm just going to end it here. I'm going to pop my hole and get my wigwag ready. It's going to be a sideways bitch window application. Oh, hot damn. Have you ever done a sideways bitch window application?
No, sir.
No. I have. It's a bit of a bitch. In a window. I'm not going to stretch the neck out yet. So, let's pick the spot. This might go completely fucking wrong and awry. But if you don't try, you'll never know, right? And we got to put more work into this because this is going to be someone's pride and fucking joy. I want it to have a little bit of detail, a little bit of hidden tricks. So this is a trick, I'll tell you that, this is a trick. Pop in a hole.
Borrow this one.
Yeah, up top. Octagonal reamer. Just spreading the hole wider. Alright. Gotta get a little wigwag ball ready now. So for that, I'm using this tube here. Now this is limited edition. This is the tube I used for the Treating Yourself Cup trophies. It's the exact same tube, it's part of that. And that's where I met the fella that's ordered the dragon, Adam. So we're hoping the white will look good as like, almost like ribs, because I'm going to do sharp wigwags. I don't care if it looks like ribs or not, to tell you the truth. It's going to look like a sideways wigwag. So it's yeah. I wonder, is Adam in the chat? Shout out if you are. What's your name there? I wouldn't be surprised if he is. talk of doing slime for the dome. I'm not sure. We'll see if we can do that. I'll have to check my color selection for the slime. And I would want to tie that in somewhere. You know, it doesn't have to actually. A dragon holding a slime ball would... That doesn't need to be tied in anywhere. I was thinking of slime horns or slime claws or... Don't matter. Maybe it was holding the slime.
I can make some maybe slime rabies coming out of his mouth there.
Did you say rabies?
Yeah. Do dragons have rabies?
Hell yeah, if they deal with rats,
They probably do, right?
Yeah, they probably ate mythical rats, which carry the mythical rabies, which gives you mythical slime rabies on your face.
Hey, who's to say, right?
Oh, look what I'm doing.
Hey.
This is the old way. Let me show you my new tool. It's awesome. Watch this. I'm really excited about it. Because before, let me show the camera. See my indents while I turn? They're actually crooked. If you think of how scissors are, one blade is on one side, the other blade's on the other side. So it doesn't give you a perfect straight cut. So, what I do now, I'm just going to heat it up a little bit more first, is I'm going to drop it right in front of me onto this awesome little marver. A V-neck marver. And it's brass, and it gives me this narrow little edge. See that? Oh yeah. Why didn't I buy this tool 16 years ago? Look at the perfect hole. Holy shit. Perfect holes. So that's really good. If you are learning how to blow glass, go get that tool right away. It's by Griffin Glass Tools. And Griffin sponsored the gathering last year. He was a sponsor. I didn't actually call him this year to bug him about it again. I don't know why. Why didn't I do that? I should call Scott. Scott Griffin, great guy.
These are Griffin tools.
Yeah, we're going to give this back to you.
Beautiful tools.
Yeah, I've got quite a few Griffin tools. I got a few foot pedals in the shop. He's definitely known for his awesome foot pedals. And now he's making hand tools as well. So, I'm thirsty. Get out my blow hose and swivel.
Still bring the camera into some of those rig angles.
Oh, sure you can.
The rig to the web.
You gonna go steady cam?
Steady cam. Just cam.
The guy, and watch that connection there. I try not to.
Sure.
Don't want to be unplugging that. I had producer and cameraman Dave Mai here in the shop a while ago. He was doing some awesome camera work. And we are going to be doing a documentary about the gathering. Looking like we'll try to shoot for a 24-minute long film. We can go longer if we want, but that's what we're budgeting for. And by we, I mean me. I'm going to just do it out of my own fucking pocket. Someone once called me, when I had some employees, they called me the benevolent dictator.
Nice.
And I'm not, like, democracy works great, but sometimes a dictatorship's necessary. That sounds so awful, but...
There's a famous sociologist at the end of his life. He quit all of his views and just said, I should be king because everyone's a moron. And he wrote a whole thing on it.
Sometimes I feel... No, I don't feel like that at all. I just mean on certain circumstances when the project doesn't need 6 people in charge.
True. Here's where the blow tube comes in handy.
Yeah. That didn't close up at all. It's wide open. Now I'm going to do the other side. The other direction. How's your angle? You think you got it?
Oh yeah.
You're not underwater, you know.
Oh, I got her.
Vagabond used to film underwater back in his LA days.
Oh yeah.
You got family down there, eh?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be nice to see you again.
Lots of friends and family.
Well, I should be able to come over the border. I'm gonna come down and we'll do another show.
You got it, man.
Yeah. I will. I definitely want to tour and check out all the American artists. So that's the bender back technique. We've talked about this on a few episodes. I'm hooked on it. I don't think I've done a wigwag ball without it. I don't think I've ever done the one way and then the other way. I've just always done it this way. So all I'm doing is heating up in one spot. I'm going to dip my hands down. Watch this. And it forms a V shape. Pull it out a little. Now watch. You just go like that. 1, 2, go. Basically the glass in the middle of the V is slower than what we're turning, and by forming that angle. My automobile mind comes in right here too. If we didn't have CV joints, every time you turn your wheel, this is what would happen to your axle. Right?
Oh yeah.
That's what does it for. Well, I didn't make them super sharp. I could have. I should have. Maybe. I can still make a couple that are super sharp. For the ribs we talked about, but I just do 3 or 4 in the middle. It's nice to have them kind of even, but. And the last one. There we are.
Very nice. And that's where the foot pedal comes in handy.
Yeah. I didn't have to stop turning. I didn't have to wait for it to get hard so I could remove a hand to adjust my torch. So the big thing here is don't twist. We just want to ball it up. This is called gathering. I'm trying to keep that wig line straight. Which ain't that freaking easy, I gotta tell you.
This is not an easy thing right here. No. The glass is pretty thin here.
So I rise above when I get anywhere near like out of control or too thin or anything. You just rise above. That's a nice wag. That's exactly what I wanted.
That's perfect.
I love it when you get exactly what you want. Sometimes in glass it just says, no, I'm going to give you this instead. Alright. I'm just balling it up and then we're going to stick it on the body. Oh, and after this, if you remind me, Vagabond, I got the piece from last week upstairs.
Oh!
It's not perfectly finished, and I'll show you what I got to do yet.
I can run up there and grab that here in a minute after this
after
wigwag.
you do your steady cam. How many beers have you had? How steady are you?
My belly's got cushion.
We got Big Pen singing the blues behind me. I'm just balling it up, still gathering. Alright, let's pop the hole. We're gonna pop it on the clear side, opposite the white. So we just hold it so I can see it lined up. Pop it out a bit. Double check it on the right angle. Double check here. Done. Just need a little tiny punty. Oh. Just a little thing to hold it for a sec. Let's remove this side. just gonna clean up the end of my blow pipe and pop it right away. So there's two ways now of getting a nice even termination. I could attach that now and then turn it, always keeping the nipple upright. Oh, that does look like a nipple, doesn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Or, I'll show you what you can do. I'm just going to remove my blow hose and swivel for this. You can just, this is, I think this is maybe a better way. Gives you, I should have put on a longer handle of course, but gives you a little more control. Just going to get it all hot and then hold it upright. And just blow in with a temporary blow pipe. So again, I'll heat up the nipple, hold the ball upright, and start to blow.
The point being to get that, not let that end get thick.
Yes, you got it. Our worst is color on top of color. Because then it's smudged looking and you don't have a clean termination. So now just focusing the flame further up the nipple. Alright, so that's close enough to round. It's a little bit egg shaped. Let's put the blow pipe on that hole we popped. Just like so. Hold it around this way. Let's round it up. We're going to take this blow pipe off in just a sec, and we're going to use the piece in that same hole. There you go. I could reach over too, down and left, I think.
There you are. You're good.
Oh, that was good. How's that now?
Yep, your face is just in there.
My face is in.
Your face is in. Redbeard, why did you move to BC?
The grass was greener out here. It was back in 1995, 96 that I moved out here. And I think I had broken up with a beautiful woman, and it just been like, you know, time for a change of scenery, and cannabis was super important in my life back then as it is now, and I just decided that all our weed was coming from cannabis, or coming from BC. So yeah, it made sense.
I was in the States for a while.
I was a hippie, right? And
did you come out here on a fish tour to see her for the first time? Or?
Yeah, 97, 98, I saw a bunch of fish shows.
Yeah.
Down the West Coast. I saw a couple, they played Canada a few times.
Oh yeah.
They just played Canada in Toronto last year.
They just put out an album today, or yesterday.
This is a cold seal, so this side, the ball is cold. This side I get molten. Light touch. Now I can remove this side. When I want that left handle done, all I need is to wrap the, knock the piece on something, and that handle will come off.
Adam just logged in.
Is that right?
He's the gentleman.
Hey!
Off the dragon.
We was talking about you earlier. I guess I better update everyone in case you've just tuned in. Here I've made a little wigwag window. That's that side. That's that side. Pretty cool, eh? This is going to be popped on his chest. It might look like a medallion up here and his ribs, and that is woo, little belly button down there maybe. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think that's pretty cool. We're going to try it out. And it's a fade to clear, and it's also going to show the water level around this. That was my other thought on this. I really like the water level. Vagabond's been working on this. He's got the base of the horns ready. He's got the, underneath the jaw, some, like his beard there.
Yeah.
White beard. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Deadly. Deadly.
We'll add those horns on after the attachment.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's pretty close.
It was in the way, so.
No, I'm glad you did that. Perfect. So now, I'm going to do a tricky thing. let's hope it works out. I've never seen anyone else do this, so I just kind of, I thought, why the heck can't I do this? So I just did it. And I did it for, let's turn this down a bit. I did it for the guys that own Vancouver's own homegrown products. They are also sponsors of the Glass Gathering. Mr. Milner is his name. He ordered a bong off me, and I did this technique. I used slime, and the dang thing cracked in every section that had slime. So shit, that sucks. But I thought, Darren, it shouldn't have cracked. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna use the slime. I'm gonna do it right. Slime's not gonna crack. I'm the master of the fucking slime here. Fuck you, slime. Here we go. So I did it again. 3 day bong. Nice one, big one. Fucking cracked the second time. And then we're talking it cracked like after it was in his possession.
Is this when slime
I sold him the bong. He called me like a week later. Guess what? Anyway, there's no slime on this one yet. And what happened was that was one of the first batches of slime.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, or it was some type of special, some type of slime. So I just welded that on there, just like that. Oh, it's got a hole in it somewhere, so let's find that. We'll just use gravity to close wherever the hole is. Oh, no hole now. So now we want to just heat this ball, always keeping it upright. We're going to shrink it down into the piece. And I'm not going to work all the way around. I'm going to work half around at a time. Half side and then the other half. So I don't lose control. Don't want to lose control. And the first thing I'm going to do is widen the base of this ball. See that? I need the base to be way wider. I'm going to heat up the red tube, and I'm going to heat up the ball. We're just going to blow that out. See that? Really nice and wide. Want it to be the widest part when that ball shrinks back into it. There we go. Okay, let's move towards the back now. We'll do the same thing back here. The base of the ball. This is, I guess we would call this an off-axis reversal application. Hey?
Sounds good, sounds good.
If I was writing a textbook, that's what this chapter would be called. Chapter 3. Actually, we're at about chapter 8. Off-axis reversal application. Make sure you get the widest spot.
It's gonna be lonely working by myself, buddy.
Dude, me too. What the fuck? Well, we got Skype, eh?
Oh yeah.
We'll just put you on we'll get you on the camera there. Okay, so now it's the widest spot. The widest part. Everything's narrower from there up. I can go ahead and shrink that in a bit now. It'll get a little wider as I do this. Get the whole thing nice and hot. Not very often you do off-axis applications. We gotta get this side up here. I know. Too busy blowing glass. Can't keep up. I need some. Well, I haven't smoked cannabis in what seems like 3 lifetimes. It's gotta be 420 in the world somewhere. Yeah, there it is. See, it's always right. Oh, there's a longer one. This is the most recent.
There you go.
The most recently deceased is the one I will partake. My mustache is getting long out of control these days. I gotta get some mustache wax.
I don't know if you saw it on High Times on Facebook. They just came out with an article about the new way to smoke pot. Solar bowls. Oh shit, man.
I think, dude.
We've been doing this since the 90s.
Yeah.
Probably before that, but I've known it doing it since the 90s.
Yeah.
And you just helped me make a solar bowl Sherlock.
That's right.
I was cracking up. So I posted our little thing there on there.
Did ya?
Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll give us a share.
I'd say your little thing. All I did was hold the dang tweeter.
Hey, it would have happened without the tweeter system.
You have to get your little boy in there doing that soon.
Oh, yeah.
He's going in now.
Oh, man.
That's gonna look good.
I think we need to make a couple more collabs before I leave. Maybe a snail and maybe a turtle with some.
Yeah, I was seeing the snail here too.
Pockets like that, eh? That's the snail body right there.
Yeah. That could be the base.
Uh-huh.
Flatten that. Just sit on that. Alright, getting there now. So now what I'm going to do is close the off axis part of the chapter. Now we can just start rotating the whole thing in the flame. Looks good. Alright. So from their belly there, the wings will be coming off the side back here. Have you seen the wings yet? Let me show you the wings. Look at those, man. So there's the wings.
They're almost identical.
Yeah, they're pretty. I like it. Yeah.
Oh man.
This one's a little chubbier
Let's
on
do
the base.
Let's do a little body wings.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Body wings and
Let
head
me
together.
change the grip here. So that's his belly. Wings will be on the back. There's his head. Now the neck's going to be probably stretched out a few inches at least. The tail the same. We're talking about standing him on his back two legs so he can hold the bowl. Yeah. Adam requested that he's holding the dome and the bowl in his hand. So we're going to do that. I figured it out. It took a little bit of figuring out for the function. It usually does. We had to do the sketching. That was the purpose of the sketching. Get the design down, but as well the function. It's got to work. So the trick here is going to be not twisting the glass. I just want it to, I don't want that wigwag to get twisted. I just want it to stay where it's at.
This is where being able to go forward and reverse is a big help.
It's essential. Otherwise you twist. That's why I'm switching directions. You will inevitably twist your glass if you don't switch directions. That or the middle will lag and you'll get like a big bender back. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just about there.
So we're sucking that in and making the glass the same thickness all the way around. So you've got to keep going, keep going. If you have thick on this side and thin on this side,
Just gotta get it hot, let the glass flow. And again, in this case, not twisting my hand, making sure I go at the right speed here, both sides. Okay, just gonna pop the top out slightly here. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the neck. And we'll look at getting the head on there. I think that'll be a good thing to get to today in the show. We'll try to get the neck bent and the head attached. I'm not attaching the wings till the end, so you won't see that on the show.
After the tail's on.
Yeah, it'll be the last thing I do, the big wing attachments. Alright. Actually went a little too far. I'm going to shrink that back down. Blew a little too hard. Puffed it out a little too thin. No big deal. That'll also work that glass in a little more, just doing it twice here. Leaving it wide here at the base, that's like his butt, his hips. That's where the water's going to sit. This is a rig. It's going to hold oil, or water for an oil rig. That's what I'm looking for in the bottom half. Now I just got to do the top. This color is so cool. It goes transparent. Is it an auto strike, eh?
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
It's nice because Dragon Blood, I think, strikes better than North Star or even Tag Elvis. It stays red. It goes clear, but it's very easy to strike red versus others. You really got to put it in the kiln for a while to see where you're at.
Before we close out the show, I'm going to grab my list of sponsors, and I'm going to read off the sponsors that have committed and are on board for this year's gathering. And man, I got to say thanks so much to everyone that's helping to make this event happen. It's coming up in 2 weeks. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's the Great Canadian Glass Gathering. It's in beautiful British Columbia, up in the mountains.
I don't think there's any other party like it, man.
No, I don't think so either. Well, there's a lot of glass blowing gatherings now, but none up in the woods camping alongside with.
No, and no matter how many people show up to the glass gathering, it still feels like family.
Yeah.
You know, your kids can run around and everyone will watch out for them.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, you know.
So I think his head should go back first, his neck, and then forward.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that little kind of a shape. First thing I'll do is, so I'm heating up the neck section. First thing I'll do is just get it nice and hot, and we'll pull it out. Nice even walled, even heat, even walled. So let's pull that out. This is the neck. Okay, and now so that's his chest. So let's bend it back this way. We'll go more of a bend yet, just a little, like that. There it is. Face his head that way. Yeah, we'll hold it up here. And once the wings are on there and the legs,
oh yeah, kill it.
It's gonna look like a bobblehead for a little bit till we get the wings are actually quite large. We'll hold the wings up in a minute after we get the. In fact, will we get the head on? What's your attachment there like?
It's
Can you please put it in this gill?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. And then I can grab it in a minute and.
Absolutely.
And I think I'll punty onto his nose somewhere. Probably a hot punty so I don't drop the fucking thing. I often talk everything out as I do it. I'm talking out loud right now to myself, Just thinking about how I'm going to get that head on here. I'm going to reverse the handle on it, put a solid handle on the nose, pop the end, pop that, get that on there, and then I can get at the horns on it. If you wanted to do anything else, then your next task on this is going to be the legs. You're really good at stubby legs.
Bottom legs?
Both. Yeah, bottom legs. Yeah, the bottom, great big, nice wide up here, man. Like great big thighs.
Yep.
And then a little. Yeah. Like we're talking this long, the whole thing.
Sure.
They'll come straight out here.
Sure.
You think?
Absolutely.
And if you're not up to it today, we can always do that.
Oh no.
Tonight, because you're not allowed to leave till it's dusk.
I lost my lighter.
I got one. See, what would you do if I wasn't here?
Right?
When you're in Mexico, you're going to be looking for lighters.
I'm going to grab 2 sticks and start rolling.
Totally, man. You'd be like, oh, Redbeard, where are you now, boy?
Yeah.
So Vagabond's moving to Mexico. Vagabond, the artist of the week.
Thanks, buddy.
You bet you, man. I think you're the second time you're artist of the week.
I've had a lot of fun in this shop, and I've learned more in a couple of months here than I've learned in the last 16 years. I'm going on my own, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've been solo for the last 16 years. I had lessons from Mike and Jason, Backyard Glass in Portland. But other than that, solo.
Dang. Well, glad to be here.
So,
let's show what this is going to look like now with the wings attached, because I think that's going to give you a lot more to see there. Well, you need to see the head. Right now it looks like the headless dragon monster. But I can't show you the head because it's in the kiln heating up. We're going to put that in the kiln. I'm going to medicate. I feel like I'm going crazy because I haven't medicated. So let's have some of this sativa that Seamus grew. This is also a legal licensed medicine. Thank you, Seamus, for bringing it by. I'm looking at the crystal content. I want the strongest one at this time, at this juncture. That's this one. Let's have a look. He told me all of these were sativas. Some of these took him 16 weeks to finish. Can you believe that? That is a dedicated freaking grower. 16 weeks. I've done it a couple times for my own, for my own pleasure of trying it. But oh man, yeah, that looks nice. Let's open that up. Take a look. See. Oh yeah, perfectly intact trichomia. That's lovely. Got a bit of a citrus smell, as a lot of sativas do, I gotta say. And let's smoke that little nug right there. More, and we'll save some for later. I feel like I've gone to the Cannabis Cup again. I got all these samples.
oh yeah.
Yeah. And while I'm rolling this joint, you're making the leg, I'm going to read off that sponsor list. This is for the Great Canadian Glass Gathering. This is what's happening 2 weekends from now. We'll be broadcasting live on Pot TV. So in no particular order, these guys have all donated. I always try to get roughly the same amount. I really do. The guys that donate more get twice the promotion and twice the coverage, so or more. It's all incremental. So anyway, let's go over this list because these guys are great, and let's talk about each of them a little bit. Liquid Chrome just signed up last week. Jason Clareman, you should see this guy's shop. Liquid Chrome.
Oh, nice.
He's sponsored every year, 3 or 4 years. He's got one of the nicest gallery shops that I've seen. I actually haven't even been in his shop. Disclaimer, but I've seen a lot of pictures, and I zoom them all up because he's got a crazy collection.
He treats glassblowers like artists.
Yes,
which
exactly. Each artist is labeled his work, and it's wonderful. Thank you, Liquid Chrome. CCHQ, the home of Pot TV. Mark Emery's coming back. He's free in a month. Probably be home in a couple months. I look forward to having him. Yeah,
Tag, see you there.
Well, careful now, you ain't going into the slammer. You're just going down into the south.
Oh,
You're running to Mexico. Mark Emery, CCHQ, they've started the Pot TV channel, man. Look at what we're doing now. Ignite shop is just around the corner in Vancouver, run by two beautiful people with their beautiful staff, very knowledgeable, and wow, what a wall of bombs, what a wall of glass. They recently had an art show, gallery show there, so they're stocked. They got some really nice stuff. Go down and check out Ignite. The locals know that's Vancouver's choice for some heady glass. Vancouver's own homegrown products. You know, I did have, I don't see it in front of me. I'm going to get some of his stuff to show you on the show. He always does a little demonstration at the gathering. We're talking about resin cleaner. They make the resin buster cleaner, available at Ignite. We just talked about CCHQ. Amazing stuff, and we talked about them earlier. I've made 2 bongs for him now with this green that likes to crack. I'm a slow learner, and so just checking to make sure we're still recording, and we are. Great. Vancouver Seed Bank. Hey guys, I love the Vancouver Seed Bank. I get all my seeds there, other than the seeds that get sent to me for me to try. Rebecca runs that shop. Got about 3, at least 4 glass blowers working for her. She supports the community so much. I can't say enough praise for Vancouver Seed Bank. They've got your seed needs. If you're on the West Coast, if you're not on the West Coast, they'll take your order, they'll mail it to you. So check out Vancouver Seed Bank. They're on Hastings, Vancouver. Nortel Manufacturing. They make the torch that Vagabond's using right now. The word is we're going to have one of these to give away at the gathering. The Red Max.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so big ups to Nortel. I better frickin' call them Monday and make sure we get that in the mail. Andrighetti Glassworks. Joanne Andrighetti has a supply shop in Vancouver. I better turn down Jerry. Hold on. See, Joanne, I'm turning Jerry down for you. Joanne Andrighetti's worth it. She's so nice. I love giving my money to Joanne Andrighetti. Andrighetti Glassworks in Vancouver. She's got a beautiful, right next door, hot shop where you can, it's not her shop, but she's associated with. It's a co-op. So, man, check out Joanne Andrighetti. She's got a selection.
Terminal City.
Yeah, Terminal City Co-op is the building that she's in. Puff Supplies, not too far from Joanne. They've got a lot of tools. They have also, both these suppliers have donated and sponsored the glass gathering for a number of years. And Puff has got tools, glass supplies, color, knowledge. They sell the artist's work as well. They supply 200 stores across Canada, and a great staff at Puff.
And they used to be in the States. I had a Puff sticker when I was in high school, and I didn't know what Puff was.
Well, they went down
in
the Operation Pipe Street.
So you can't take it down.
Yeah, Tony took I don't know how long, but I think he went inside for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Tony from West Tone, that's the river. But they lost a lot of fucking money in that. So that was a real. I was around during those days. Operation Pipe Dreams we're talking about, when the U.S. government took down all the pipers. So anyway, Puff made it. They're alive. Thank you, Puff, for your help this year. I want to shout out to the glass companies, Glass Alchemy and North Star. Yeah. I can say them in the same breath because each of these companies is unique, but both are so awesome and valuable and honest. It's great to deal with each of you. Glass Alchemy's we use both of their colors. They're everywhere in our shop. Everywhere you look, we've got their color. I've got a shelf full of it next to us. So we've got both glass color companies on board. Hopefully Troutman Art Glass will also come on board. I've got to get it confirmed from them. Marco Renda, that guy has funded the glass community extensively, as I could say from the Piper's point of view. Just watching that guy buy up Marini and Heady Glass online is amazing to witness. And he is sponsoring twice through both of his businesses, not just Marbles Gallery in Toronto. This is hands down the nicest gallery I've stepped foot in, as far as borrow glass. Incredible. I guess I should ask Marco and the guy running the gallery, Duke Toasty, on the social media. I should ask him how many artists they got. 100, I guess, at least. The dollar value in that building, I couldn't even imagine. It's jaw-dropping. You should go check out the Not Just Marbles. And every time I go to Toronto, I go to chill at Vape on the Lake because my bros are there, and my sisters and my friends. Marco's got a vape lounge up in Etobicoke. You know, it's not that far. You hop on that highway. It's just bing bang out of town. I don't mind paying that cab fare. That was as fun as it could be. We spent some time there. There was MMAR, Coalition Against Repeal fundraiser there during the TY Coalition. Vape on the Lake is awesome. It's comfortable, big building with tables and chairs and a dab bar. You can borrow and rent rigs. I'm not sure how that works because I've never given them money to rent. I just ask them what I need. Maybe they were treating me real nice. But anyway, Marco, I'm looking forward to doing some dabs on the lake with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the gathering and your awesome manager, Shane, and family. And let's keep going. House of the Great Gardener just won TY Cup, and they are sponsoring us this year. They're a seed company. I've got a couple of their seeds, and I haven't sowed yet. So Matt Bear, and I need some more seeds, man. Let's get the House of the Great Gardener in the room. These guys are. He grows the barb, and he's got the cutting of the sweet skunk. I know that. And to check out more of his seeds, I want you to go check out his website. I made a nice bong for him too with his logo on the bottom. House of the Great Gardener Seeds. He is a really intelligent man. He's on the team dry sift, I can tell you that. Big fan of sifting your buds and your leaf and your trim. Silk screening that good medicine out. Let's keep going. La Fumo Canada. La Fumo Pipes. Yeah, man. Tim and Yvonne are great people, honest people, hard-working people. They've been on the show before. They purchased a piece off the show. Our community. So I encourage you to go check out La Fumo. I had them on a bong. We just gave away a bong. Episode, what was it called? This Bong's for You. We just sent that bong off the mail. The guys got it. Happy as can be. I had to explain this attachment so many times in Toronto. I think it's really popular. It's really fantastic. Check it out, La Fumo. You can smoke herb. You can smoke dabs. Hey, I got one right here behind the camera. This is La Fumo. We're going to be giving this one away at the MMAR Coalition. Oh, the nail's not here because I put the nail in with the other. So that's what it looks like. It has a threaded titanium nail that fits in here. It has a glass connector. And another piece that you can use to smoke it straight up. It has a carb, that's a push carb. Comes with a handy dandy dabber / cleaning tool. Anyway, that's La Fumo. Super awesome people. The Bong Shop. There's a shop on Kingsway in Vancouver. Got everything you need. Nice small shop, super friendly. They got lots of local art. Everything you need there. The Bong Shop at Kingsway. Check them out. Awesome people. They're going to help us with our printing this year. Really stoked on that. Dirty Dave Productions. Oh, I'm not wearing your shirt, man. I was wearing it this morning, the long sleeve one with the Sasquatch running through the woods image.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I took it off. Sorry, Dave. I was getting hot. It's good for blowing glass, the long sleeves, though. Dirty Dave Productions, Dirty Dave Limited. He'll be at July 1st. I heard from him. He's a great guy. Awesome guy. And he does a lot of awesome shirt prints, and I got at least 3 or 4 of his shirts. I love sporting them. You'll see all the pictures at TY. I was wearing them. Looking forward to hanging out with you, Dave. Calgary 420 is sponsoring us. Calgary 420 has given us a donation, and it's kind of in an injunction with Normal Canada. They are sponsoring a Normal Canada booth.
Nice.
We're going to be signing up volunteers and members for Normal Canada
Nice.
through Calgary 420. No, so the money that was the donation is from Calgary 420. But I also want to say in the same breath and promote Normal Canada, because that's what they're doing. BC Pain Management Society, I've got to chat with them and make sure they're on board. This is the cannabis dispensary in Vancouver with the vending machine. So trying to make it easier for patients to get their medicine. I'm on board with that. Everyone should be able to get their medicine nice and easy. We do have more sponsors coming on board. It's getting to the last minute, so if you're interested in sponsoring this amazing event, contact me. We are talking about the Great Canadian Glass Gathering. That is happening. Oh, sick, dude.
Hey?
Sick. Come on. While I was chatting, you got this done. So that's the perfect foot for this guy. I got a feeling he's going to be on his toes.
Yeah, we can definitely.
You know what I mean? I'm going to
curl those in.
Yeah, yeah. Sick. So, I think we are close to, I'm going to reverse the head, pop that, I'm going to fasten the head onto the body, and then we're going to end the show. That'll be a good moment to end. So,
Thirsty. Lighter.
All that talking. I've got a lot of volunteers for the gathering, and I'm looking for more, so if you want to come up, you can't afford the ticket, or you just want to help, contact me. I could use your help. I'll put you to work. Yeah. So this is I'm gonna put a hot seal on his nose. I don't want this to fall off. I could put it there too. Yeah. Little dust on there. I think I'll put it on the bottom one, because I don't want to mess up the nostrils there. They look sick. And this has just a little protruding chin. So I mean hot, so it's not going to come off.
Both sides hot, push together, slide, pull apart. Usually the way to get a nice, clean, simple seal.
Exactly.
Cold seal is one's cold, one's hot, touch, and just let it sit. It's got that degree angle on it, so you can tap it off.
There we go. He looks great, dude. I love your the elongated pupils.
Yeah, that was fun to make. I'll have to play more with that.
So my punty's totally off axis here. It's quite tricky. As soon as it gets liquid, I'm gonna do some bubble trash technique. Just need one hole. And flame right at the hole. Off she goes.
Whenever the punty's off axis, I always feel like I'm either fishing or filming old school.
Yeah. So my only worry here, Rick, is how coated is that thread, I think.
Well, zipper?
Well, or should I cut it up to here?
Oh, you can dip it again, I mean, that's no worries.
Okay, bring the tray over. We'll dip it a little. Go half at a time.
Beautiful thing about outside fret, you can add more.
Yeah, that's a real cool thing about outside fret.
Yeah.
And after we're done the weld, we could sprinkle a little on there. You'll never see where the weld was. There we go. Good one. for me, my good friend? His head's way heavy compared to the body.
That's alright. That's alright.
Think so?
Because the wings are nice and big.
It's true. I told you, I warned us all, it's going to look like a bobblehead for a few minutes here. I can tell you that the head's heavy.
Oh yeah.
As heavy as the body, but we still got legs, tail, wings. This is going to be a couple-day project, that's for sure. When we started on it earlier, I had a whole wing done before the show. So I mostly just want to get the right angle. I'm going to put a brace on this. I'm going to pull it slightly.
Use that putty as a brace.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, the hot steel puntee. It looks great from here. Let me show you my view when I'm looking at it. That's awesome. And you know, the head could be slightly tilted. I'm worrying about getting the head straight up and down, but that's kind of cool if he's got his head cocked to one side.
Sure.
Okay, we'll go right there. That's pretty cool. Coming together. Putting a bridge on here.
Again, if you saw, he pushed into it hot and pulled back so that it took away the acute angles.
Yeah, and now I gotta carefully get back in here. Everyone with me here. You got your fingers crossed in the chat room there? I hope so if you're watching this. Rick's like, how do you know the beer? And note the blown handle, the pull point handle here too, right?
Yeah.
Where's my heat pad? Let's get this shit in. Give me the other one too, right? The small one? Small heat pad? Yeah, that one. Thank you, sir. The pad I'm using is a Kevlar pad.
I was just thinking, I need to get some of those.
Real nice thing.
To be able to grab the glass like that is...
Yeah, the weight's off the handle, the stress is less. I will take good... Oh. I felt the check. I think it's just in the brace. I haven't gone anywhere near the head. So. Yeah. That's pretty great.
I'll just say thanks, Adam, for requesting this piece.
Yeah.
It's always good to push our limits.
Never made a dragon before.
No.
Never made the lace wings before. That's pretty good there.
Yeah.
So that's what he looks like right now. Yes, that's going to be all red. We could roll it in red again, I suppose, over the weld. But let's see. This is auto striking red. Let's hold up the wings real quick. I got him in here just so I can. You want to grab the leg to show what the leg will look like?
Sure.
So he's going to be like that. And he's got his legs out. Oh man, it's hilarious.
He's rad.
Puffin the magic, Mr. Dragon. Alright, well that seems like a good and nice time to take a break. Vagabond and I got some puffin to do, some rolling to do, some vaporizing. Thank you so much for joining us. Brother, I'm going to miss you, man.
I'll miss you, buddy. Come see me in Mexico.
We're going to the beach.
Yeah.
Pod TV, going to Mexico. So thanks again. We'll see you next week. It's the last week before the Great Canadian Glass Gathering. The last week before Cannabis Day. It's going to be a crazy busy week. I wonder what we can do for that show. I better spend some time thinking about it. Thank you so much for watching the show. I'll see you next week.
Salud.
On Pod TV.